How's it going, friends? Baby here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Oz's roommate's account, and we're pulling on a 2x on the Sacreds with a progressive on Heraclitus? Tribune Heraclides, let's call him that way. We are hoping to hit him, but I'm also curious to see what kind of... Whoa! Check this out. This guy is chock full. My dude, you are chock full of legendaries. I really hope I can pull you something new. This is intimidating. You've got, oh my god, you've got Fabian. Let me just marvel upon this for a second there. Oh my god. You've got Freya, you've got Wixwell, you got a nut. Armans. Of course, you've got the Mithrala, Lady Mikage, Elva, another nut. Wow, that's insane. You've got your Arbiter sitting here. Rhonda, Syl, yeah. Stark, Thor, my guy, you've got Duchess, you've got Marius, another Armaz, an Uko, dude, Velgamkar, is that Velgamkar? That's crazy, man. No, you're stuffed. Hold up, guys, click the link in the description to become a part of my team and get yourself free Bambus as well as Ugo at level 15. Here is what to do. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't forget to use the promo code Supreme6 to get the amazing Supreme Gillick in addition to Bambus and Ugo. So go click on my link right now and let's crush this together, you guys. Oh my god, no, you have so many good ones too. Okay, well, let's hope that I pull you a Heraclides, and anything new would be also great. We have clearance to pull 40 ancient shards and 10 sacred shards, and we're following these instructions. So, lucky hands, lucky fingers, I count on you once again. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, enough. Let's pull. 10 right off the bat. Let's see if we get a hit here. Okay. So far, so blue. There you go. We pulled through them very quickly. Apothecary, Valerie. Yes, it's just blues. Let's pull another 10. We're halfway through. I don't know, are you tracking your mercy, dude? Oh, Panda Bowhorn. Oh, that's Satan-looking dude. Dark Aethel. There you have it. Panda Bowhorn is the guy. It's the dude. The Satan-looking Sylvan Watcher. True Fear, I think. Yeah, increase speed, increase attack on an AoE with a little bit of freeze. Dark Aethel is Dark Aethel. Not super impressive. Let's keep pulling. Okay. Lordly Legionary. Rectored Wrath, which you probably have, to be fair. You look like a very endgame account, man. What level were you at? 96, brother, with 8.35 million power. Oz's roommate is my clanmate, and this is the first time I am in his account. Thank you for trusting me to do this. Let's pull the last 10 ancient shards. Please, for the love of God, don't let me down. Yes! We got Oberdin Clan Father! And I'm not sure if you have him, dude. I didn't see if you had him. Oberdin Clan Father. Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart is beating so fast, you guys. I am not beating the allegations today. I am not beating the allegations. Let's see what Operdin does. Double hitter on his A1. Each hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 10. So that's 20 in total, 20%. And 50% chance of filling this champion's turn meter by 10%. For each hit? So is that a steal? Or is it just 10%? I don't understand. I guess it's like a first chance 10%, second chance 10%, because it's a double hitter. So maybe 20. Damage based on HP. He's an HP champ. On his A2, he has an AoE that heals all allies by 20% of this champion's max HP, and heals all allies under a continuous heals buff by 30% instead. So whoever has the continuous heal buff sitting on them, he's gonna get a 10% extra heal. Very cute. Removes all block buffs and heal reduction debuffs from all allies. Oh my god, cool. Then places 2 15% continuous heals and block debuffs buff on all allies for 2 turns. And has a 75% chance of removing 1 random debuff from all allies. Wow! That is booked out to a 100% chance, and final book falls in the 3-turn cooldown. This is very, very cool. Clan Mentor is a super sick skill. Very nice cleanse. Full cleanse It could be a full cleanse if you only have one debuff on all allies, like a poison or like something. Or if you only had block buffs, heal reduction, that is a complete debuff strip. That's insane. Let's see his passive. Parental. Yes, daddy. Each time. God, I'm sorry. Each time a continuous heal buff heals an ally, fills that ally's turn meter by 10%. Wow. If there are multiple champions in the team with the skill, only one will activate. Is that okay? What does that mean that you can synergize it with champions that have a passive that triggers continuous heals? So every time a continuous heal buff is triggered, or like the turn of the ally comes, they just get a turn meter increase. 10% is good. It's not a lot, but it's good. That's a very nice, very clutch Operdin. I'm so happy that he came out in the last 40 ancient shards, dude. If you want to count your mercy, this should have been your 32nd ancient shard since I've started pulling. Okay, let's see if you had actually Operdin. And now you can decide whether you want to go for... Well, I mean, I think that we're gonna hit him with the 10 sacred shards that we're gonna pull next. But let me see if you have this Operdin guy. Do you? Wait, the easiest way we can tell is through the index. No, you didn't. Well, there you have it, dude. Operdin is brand new for you. Oh, no, yeah, you're welcome. Let's keep moving, you guys. I feel like the hat is bringing us luck these days. Hat on means business on. Eyes on the prize. We've got Tribune Heraclides to hit. But now that I have a legendary behind my back, I feel a little bit safer in this pool. And I'll just really focus on seeing the banner of the undeads coming towards me. 10. So we're left at 14, you guys. Oh, wait. Let me immediately switch my camera so you can see how we're doing on shards and you can feel the anticipation. Why is my hair trying to get out of my hat? Okay. There. Now you have clearance, vision, and I will start summoning. Whoo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay. Who are you? Huh? Miss Strider sorry. Miss Strider Deithi looks like Dark Legolas. For a second there, I thought that his hide was his hair. Just like from this angle, it looked like his hair just kept continuing down like Rapunzel. Very thick dreads. But that's not what's happening here. Miss Strider Deithi has a chance of removing a random buff, chance of placing a 60% decreased defense on an AoE with an extra turn if a 60% decreased defense debuff is placed on all enemies by this skill. Okay, nice. Places a 50% increased attack and 50% increased accuracy buff on this champion for 3 turns, and then grants an extra turn. He just keeps getting extra turns, doesn't he? This also has a chance of granting this champion an extra turn. He's just supposed to be a really fast archer, snooker. I mean, it makes sense. Champion design, everything makes sense. Everything checks out here in this picture. What are the reviews like? You guys really enjoy him in Magic Keep Faction Wars Minotaur Force? Okay, so he's well-liked across. Okay, 2 down, 8 more to go. Who are you? Missionary. Not very exciting looking. I see a provoke here. A good chance of placing a provoke. A 100% and 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns if this champion's current HP is higher than the target's. Okay. A little chance of placing a stun on his A1, and on his A3 he decreases the target's turn meter by 50. That's a single hitter. It's a chance of placing a 100% heal reduction and a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed. This skill would have made him a good Fire Knight competitor, except he is an HP champion, and this provoke here is a little random, and it's on a single enemy. I don't know how I feel about him. Let's keep pulling, you guys. Lucky number, please. Pull through. Okay, it's a Hexia. Hexia is not bad. Let's see what you did really quickly. I'm not gonna go over their utility all that much because you are an in-game player, but for whoever is watching and is getting some ideas on what kind of champions are good and aren't good, Hexia is one of the okay ones, I think. 40% chance of placing a strong decreased defense debuff for 2 turns on one enemy, and this chance increases by 20% for each debuff placed on this champion. On Hexia. Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy. Damage increases by 7.5% for each debuff on this champion, stacks up to 30%, and then she attacks one enemy. When ascended, this skill heals her by 15% of the damage that she inflicts, and the heal increases by 10% for each debuff placed on this champion, with a 30% increased speed buff being placed on her for 2 turns. She is a little niche, is what I'm understanding from her kit. Like, you would want to make her someone that is specifically targeted to receive debuffs, to actually get stuff done, that could be dangerous. You just stack her with poisons and then they all blow up and she dies, or bombs, or anything for that matter. You know, what can she really do? But she is not a bad champion. Not a bad champion. Let's move on. Ah! Miscreated Monster! Y'all know what Miscreated Monster does. Just a very useful arena beginner starter out mid-game champ. He's quite good. I just got him recently on my account and I'm stoked to have him because my Knights Revenants. They need more champions with crowd control. He has a chance of placing a stun on a double hitter on one enemy, and a chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for one turn if the stun debuff is placed. On an A2, he attacks all enemies with the chance of placing a stun at a 50. AoE stun is nice, even if it doesn't fully land. He places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns equal to 25% of the damage inflicted. On his A3, it's alive! Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 3 turns, heals him by 50% of his max HP, and when ascended, he's gonna also place a continuous heal buff on himself for 3 turns. On his passive, he's gonna place a fear on the attacker for a turn whenever an ally is attacked while under this ally protection here. Aura increases HP in arena battles by 33%, so you can use that for a go second team, even though I would advise for you to go for defense. Miscreated Monster is a solid pull. You probably already have him, but you can empower him or whatever you desire. He's, I think, worth it. One of the good champs. Let's keep pulling, you guys. We're nearing down half of our supplies. And we keep getting epics. That is Talia. Do I remember Talia being needed somewhere? But you have Mikage. You're probably not worried about Razin. Triple hitter, nothing else. Weak increase attack, weak increase crit rate, and a 75% chance of placing a bomb if Fenax is on the same team. Ah, that's his wife. I see. She needs a buff desperately because what is this? 25% increased attack is just really what? Then 30% increased crit rate is good, and that's an AoE, and then she attacks all enemies. Because this is reversed. Like, why would you just not outright ascend her, you know? You would want her to attack all enemies after placing these buffs on herself, even though it's a weak increase attack. But I still feel like she would have been better off with a 50%. Am I asking for too much? Am I spoiled over here? I don't know. She's gonna place a counterattack buff on herself for 2 turns with a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken on enemies for 2 turns. On enemies. On all enemies, you mean? She really needs a buff. This is the descriptions and the way that this was worded probably hasn't been worked on in generations, you guys. This surprises me. Faction Wars. I don't know what this is about. Whatever you say, raid community. We have 4 more shards to pull. Oh my god. Oh, Ray, hello? I don't know anything about her. Oh, I've pulled her once before on a previous, on another account, haven't I? My brother in Christ, what did Ray do? Do you have a Ray? I don't remember. Wait, let's see what she does. This is great. This is great. This is wonderful. We are 1 step closer to hitting Heraclitus. Oh! But here is Ray. Attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a weak decreased defense before ascended. After ascended, that is a strong decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Great stuff. Attacks all enemies, inflicts 50% more damage against targets under debuffs. Huh. Very nice. 50% more damage is great. Ooh, what is that? Attacks all enemies, complete buff strip, and a 50% chance of placing a freeze. Alright, the turns? Oh, 6 turn cooldown is crazy. That is a little much. The speed ally speed in dungeons by 33% is a lot. It's good. It is only in dungeons. And this is too long. Banish takes too long. That's a lot. People probably, feel the same way about Ray. From what I'm seeing, her A2 actually smacks probably really hard. Did you have Ray? Let's see. We need to know. Ray is new for you, I think. I have to double check again. You do have a lot of champs. Oh my god, you have more legendaries here that I wasn't even aware of. Those are only your level 60s, brother. It doesn't look like you have either, so that's great news. You do have a Miscreated Monster here, so now you have his double. Yeah, it doesn't look like you have any of them taken up to level 60, and that looks spectacular. I'm really stoked for you, man. Okay, we've got 4 more sacred shards. 4 more to pull. 20x chance to get a Heraclides. I'm gonna focus. Look at the banner. Look at the... Okay, okay. Let's get her out of the way. That's Sachi. I know what Sachi does. I think she's like a hexer. Oh, Leech. Leech, decrease crit rate. Places strong increased attack buff on all allies with 1 attack. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 20% if she crits. AoE on her A1 though, with the chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff. On her passive, she's gonna revive a random ally with 30% HP whenever she kills an enemy, and with the chance 50-50 of placing a fear on all enemies for 1 turn whenever she manages to revive someone. Good addition to your Shadowkins if you don't have Sachi. Ha! I'm scared! I am scared! Who are you? Defiled Sinner. Okay, we're moving in the right direction. Now we're in the right faction. We're in the Undead Hordes. I'm just imagining the banner. And this is the background. And I want to hit him. Just go over him really quickly. Decrease defense. If 5 or more enemies are alive, this is the following attack instead. AoE with the weak increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns before attacking. Okay, Ascended, he attacks one enemy and then attacks all enemies, inflicting damage equal to 15% of their max HP if the first hit kills an enemy. The second hit cannot be critical. That's a lot of conditions there. This is on a 5-turn cooldown. When booked out, attacks all enemies, damage increases by 10% for each enemy alive, stacks up to 100. Interesting little champ. People use him in Spider. Here's another addition to your undeads. Again, you have a lot of champions. I don't know if you have any of these. I hope that I'm hitting some new things for you today. And we have 2 more sacred shards to go. And I have to focus. We're pulling. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it! We're doing it! Oh my god, who are you? Big Un, that is a triple Lego hit today, you guys. I am absolutely at loss of words as to what I'm doing. What I am doing today. Hello, Big Un. Welcome to the team. I'm almost certain that I didn't see your face amongst the many that were there. Let's read what Big Un does. Is it a he or a she? He, she? His. He. Big Un is he. With the Ogrins, you can never know. Attacks one enemy and attacks all enemies 1 time if the first attack crits. Okay, he's an attack champion, so you can just budge up his crit rate, right? Attacks all enemies with a 30% chance of placing a stun. That's a 50% chance when you book it out for 1 turn, and a 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns, 75% chance when you book it out. That's a nice attempted control. I hope that it actually lands as many times as advertised. Molten Slag, his A3 is crazy diabolically long. Okay, you can take it down to a 5-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies twice. That's a double slasher on an AoE. Decreases the turn meter by 25%. When Ascended, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. This is good soup. Good soup. A little slow, but the decrease is amazing. The double hitter is amazing, and slowing them down is even better. Aura increases ally accuracy in dungeons by 90, and his base stat, base speed is not looking too bad. A little squishy looking. Ah, not amongst the many, the elect champions, unfortunately. Guys, we literally have 1 more sacred shard. We hit 3 legendary champions today on this account, but Heraclides is evading us. He's... I have to focus. Now we're sitting at a 25x. It better clutch. Okay. And it's Nazama. I can release. Good demon spawn support. Well, we got you plentiful of points for the Path of Spring event. You can get yourself your very last maroon fragment if that's what you're going for. There's a sick little frame here at the bottom. There's very, very cool things. There's the perfect soul if you're after it. I mean, you'll have to pull a few more. Hella expensive. But this is what I managed to do for you today, man. Let me marvel at them once again. Ah, there they are. Your trio. Do what you want with them. I hope that you're pleased with them. I did my best. And I hope that you found this entertaining. I hope that you can make use of some of these epics as well. Guys, if you want me to pull your shards, you can always hit me up on my Discord and arrange with me in advance. Couple of days will be good, and I'll try to fit you in my schedule. And I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Bye, friends!